It all started with a simple wish. He was just so tired of the mechanical life in the city, the constant honking, the pressure at work, all the noise. He desperately needed some peace, some silence. So, he decided to go for a one-day trek in a dense forest near the city. My plan was super simple. Go in the morning, snap some beautiful nature photos, and get out before sunset. But he had no more idea that fate had something entirely different planned for me. He didn't realize that this forest, as beautiful as it looked, was just as merciless on the inside. The morning was perfect. Birds were chirping, sunlight was playing hide and seek through the trees. He was walking with a happy heart, feeling completely refreshed. At one point, he stepped off the main path to explore a little deeper. My goal was to film some unexplored parts of the forest, something raw and untouched. That's when he heard a strange, beautiful bird call. Intrigued, he started following the sound, pushing through the bushes, completely captivated. He don't even remember how long he walked. When he finally snapped out of my trance and he looked at my watch, my heart sank. It was already pukul 4 p.m. Okay, he thought, he need to head back now. He started walking in what he thought was the opposite direction. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes passed. He just kept walking, but he couldn't find the familiar trail. Every tree looked exactly the same. Every direction felt identical. A wave of panic started to creep in. Suddenly, my heart skipped a beat. He reached into my pocket and he pulled out my phone. The screen glared back at me with two terrifying words. No more signal. In that moment, it felt like the ground had just slipped from beneath my feet. He screamed, "Is anyone there?" But my own voice just got lost in the vastness of the forest. Only silence echoed back. The sun was starting to set. The light inside the woods was fading fast, and as the light dimmed, my heartbeat raced faster and faster. He knew he was in serious trouble. As soon as twilight passed, the jungle revealed its true, terrifying form. The gentle chirping of crickets, which felt so soothing in the afternoon, now sounded piercing, like tiny arrows of sound. He started running frantically. He didn't care where he was going. He just ran. He stumbled and he fell multiple times. Thorns scratched my skin, but he didn't stop. He had only one thought in my head: he had to get out of there before it got completely dark. But he couldn't. Pitch black darkness swallowed everything. A darkness so thick, you couldn't even see your own hand in front of your face. He turned on my phone's flashlight, but it had only 5% charge left. He realized that running aimlessly was useless. It would only increase the danger. So, he found a large tree, curled up under it, and he sat down, trying to make myself as small as possible. The real terror of the night was just beginning. As the night grew deeper, the forest came alive with sounds I'd never heard before. The snap of a twig, the sound of something heavy walking on dry leaves, the distant roar of unknown animals. Every single sound made my blood run cold. It felt like something was about to pounce on my neck at any moment. Every shadow looked like a predator. But you know what? After a while, the fear of a tiger or a bear wasn't what paralyzed me. It was a terrible, crushing sense of loneliness that consumed me. He pulled out my phone again. No more network, of course, but he could still see the family photos in the gallery. He zoomed in on my mother's picture. Just last week, he had a stupid fight with her over something completely silly and he stormed out of the house. But then, he was so sure he was right. But today, sitting in his desk trap, he realized how foolish he was. Tears started rolling down my cheeks. The fear of death makes you incredibly honest with yourself. He thought, he wished, if he could just call home one more time, he would tell her, "Mom, I love you so much. Please forgive me." My father's face, childhood memories, all the times he laughed with my friends, everything flashed before my eyes like a movie. All the petty complaints, the anger, the ego, it all seemed so meaningless in the face of this absolute darkness. He felt so small, so insignificant, and so alone. Suddenly, he heard it, the sound of heavy breathing. Very, very close to me. My flashlight had died long ago. He sat there, frozen, holding my breath, my heart pounding in my chest. It felt like a large animal walked right past me in the dark. He could feel its presence. It didn't move a single muscle. In my mind, he was calling out to God, to anyone who would listen. He promised that if he made it out of this alive, he would never, ever take life for granted again. Those few minutes were the longest, most terrifying moments of my entire life. As the night finally came to an end, my body was numb from the cold. I don't know when he fell asleep from sheer exhaustion, just leaning against the tree root. Suddenly, a faint light hit my eyelids, and he woke with a jolt. He looked around. It was dawn. A beautiful, golden sunlight was piercing through the morning mist and touching the forest floor. And he was alive. I am alive. This feeling, it's impossible to express in words. It was pure, overwhelming relief. He stood up. He had no more energy left. My throat was parched with thirst, and my body ached all over. but my mental strength felt infinite. He looked at the sun's position, fixed a direction, and he just started walking. After what felt like an eternity, probably about 2 hours, he heard the sweetest sound in the entire world, a track horn in the distance. He ran towards that sound like a madman. Hope surged through me. Finally, the trees started to thin out, and he saw a paved road. He climbed onto the road and he just fell to my knees. He looked up at the sky and he took the deepest breath of my life. He was free. He was safe. This 24-hour nightmare gave me any life. He didn't just return from the forest with a bruised body and a scratched skin. He returned with any realization. We take life so for granted. We get caught up in our daily problems and we forget what's truly important. But believe me, a single breath, the love of your family, and just being alive, there is nothing more precious than this. That day, the jungle didn't kill me. Instead, it taught me how to truly live. Thanks for watching my story. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. Stay safe and cherish every moment.